Have you ever wondered how to achieve that very demure, very mindful form while deadlifting? Let's go ahead. Let's dive right on into it. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're just going to be talking all about deadlifts. I've seen a lot of questions, I've talked to a lot of people, and this is my own personal journey with deadlifts. If you want to learn how to deadlift no matter what you're trying to do, we need to focus on form, warm-up, and activation. Nothing I haven't said before, so let's just warm up here. We want to make sure that the hamstrings are warmed up. We want to make sure the glutes are warmed up, the upper back's warmed up, the lats are warmed up, and that the core is activated. That way, when we're doing this, we can keep the lumbar spine in a nice neutral position, keep it strong, keep it secure, keep it safe. So we're just going through a series of warm-ups and activations. So feel it out, follow along with me. Now we need to do this as many times until we feel those muscles in the way that we should. Now not too much where we're too tired to go into deadlifts. If you're new, just fine. Warm up, warm up, warm up. If you can't go heavy on deadlifts, you're too tired, that's okay. Because eventually those muscles will get overactive, properly stimulated, and be out of balance, and they'll be useful during the actual lift. So go ahead, follow along. Let's do these. That was very demure, very mindful. So now we're going to actually get to the deadlifts. Now this is the specific warm-up, so now we're going to be working up and wait till we get to our working sets. Again, we're in an accumulation phase, me personally. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But we're going to be talking about tips and tricks to get your deadlift a lot stronger. First thing I want to talk about is weak point targeting. So for me personally, the reason why my deadlift's so weak is because my legs are weak, my glutes or hamstrings are underdeveloped, and because of that, I don't have a very strong deadlift. I know people that are relatively new to working out and they have a much better deadlift than me. I know I need to work on my hamstrings. So if you're having an issue with deadlift and it's not around your back, your lower back, or your hips, focus on your legs. You really want a lot of hamstring and glute development. There's a little bit of quad development in there, especially if you do sumo versus conventional, and also how low you drop your hips. So it depends on the flexion and extension of the knee. So figure out what's more comfortable for you. How do you deadlift? Why are you doing it? And where you want to go from there and which variations you want to try. I do recommend trying multiple variations. Switch them out every 2 to 3 weeks. That's called the conjugate method. Mix it up, keep your body adapting. So everything went good, warm-ups felt great. I know my grip's lagging behind, which is going to play a big part into your deadlift. You need to ensure that you have a nice strong grip in order to keep up with the deadlifts. Now, if you do a mixed grip, you can go a lot heavier without having to worry about your grip because the bar's not going to try to roll out of your hands. So if you do a double over like I do, sometimes you have to use straps because, personally, don't like the mixed grip just for personal reasons. And when you get to that point, the weight's going to feel a lot heavier and it's mentally going to make the lift a lot harder if something is failing. So if everything through and through is balanced and on par with each other to be able to do the weight that you want and need to be able to do for your program, you need to ensure everything's on balance. So your hamstrings, if they're a weak point, they're going to cause you to fail the lift, even if everything can complete the lift, but that's pulling you back, it's holding you back. Your grip can hold you back, your core can hold you back, your glutes can hold you back, even calves, quads, lats, shoulders, anything you can imagine, something can hold you back. Balance your program in order to do this. If you have an issue with grip, do dead hangs, get some grip trainers, practice just holding a heavy bar. So unrack it, do kind of like a rack pull, lift it from there, hold on to it, and practice holding heavy stuff for duration and see how much volume you can get from multiple sets. So working up to the top set, not as heavy as I'd like it, but in order to get a heavier deadlift, I have to progressively overload and program in extra volume to master a certain load. And this is a very basic principle with this progressive overload, nothing too complicated, that way I can share with you guys, is you get a weight, you up the volume to where you're really comfortable with that weight, and then you add anywhere from 2.5% up to 5%. I recommend the 2.5%. Start with that weight, start with the original amount of sets, reps, and overall however much volume you're doing with that weight. And then once you master that weight and you reach a certain checkpoint, then you up the weight by that 2.5 to 5%, and then you repeat the set scheme. This has allowed me to be able to lift without having to deload as much. It's a lot safer. I feel a lot better, and I rarely ever plateau while doing this. So try it out. So anyway, that's it for deadlifts for today. I know that we didn't cover a whole lot, but these are just some simple tricks to be able to increase your deadlift. Now, whether it's weak point spotting, whether it's training those weak points, figuring out the volume, whether it's progression, either way, these three things and whatever else I mentioned throughout the video should be able to help you increase your bench press. And not only should, I know they will, especially if you take it serious and you follow the advice. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. If you have any more questions, let me know down in the comments. Thank you for joining me for another video. I hope to see you in the future so you know what to do. So, as always, stay grinding, stay smiling, and of course, stay silly. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Till then, later.